Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And a little floater there is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Check 43. Get him. You got it.
On second down, it's Grant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now Trubisky. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A pass there complete to Sutton, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hey. Here we go.
To throw, Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Auschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got?
Running right, this is Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Royce Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores, a 3-and-out here. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hey, Haywood. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 16 yards, a first down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 3. Ran, talk. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike. Hey, Delta. 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Kill. Check motion.
Geis with a carry on second down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Hey, Alpha.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
54's Mike. Check. Alert. You want this. Kill. Hey, ball. Crunch. Yep. 54, right there. 54.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. Now throw. on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
Take four.
They'll run for it. Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First down, Jackson.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jordan Willis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Five. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second down now, it's Grant. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Hey, Steve 6. Motion. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Hey, alert. Bravo. Mike 5-4. Good. Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On second and a couple, Rivers. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Royce Freeman as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Right back, 90. Hey, Brown, 80. So we got man. Load it. Load it. Good.
Play fake. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
0. Easy. He's coming. We got double up.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got Evans. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Let's put that team on the bus. Watch out. Hey. Under crunch.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Hey, Delta. Hey, Foxtrot. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the slant. Mike. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Cut.
Here's Rivers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Bill 180, black 15. Man, I got you. Buffalo one. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53. Hey, high 7. I got you, boy.
Rivers. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Freeman again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's not going to get me. Hey, load it. Load it.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record, and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action now, Rivers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Whip. Watch the whip. SOS. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He wasn't ready.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They go play action. Rivers. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's got his tight end fan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check safety. White. Q.
On play action, Rivers. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A first down throw here for Rivers. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Hey, Brown 80. Max by 4. You can't block me. You can't block me. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
12.
Now Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's third and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey. White, 89.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to fourth and goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken from the 7. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Lock in. Good. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Kill.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky caught by Nelson left side.
That's it, baby.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
18. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Nelson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
180! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! Quarterback. Red,
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. He finds Howard complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. J.J. Nelson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Trubisky to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Left. Check 37. Check 37. White. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Who's that? Mike.
Throwing here, Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Trubisky to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jordan Willis. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready, 180. White. 53. Hey.
Following the interception here, Rivers punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Here we go. 53 to Mike. 53.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.